stream. My name is the Dr. 011, and today this is the first episode of 2021, so Happy New Year to all of you. And of course today I'm going to be talking about the latest episode of Doctor Who, the New Year special, Revolution of the Daleks. And this was an episode that, honestly, I was quite excited for. They hyped it up quite a lot, and I was just hoping I wouldn't be disappointed. And honestly, it was really good. Well, it definitely isn't up there with some of the best Doctor Who episodes, but from what we've been having from the last few years, this is definitely the top. It's the best we've had for the last few years, and I'm happy. I did enjoy it. I watched it all the way through. There were some things that made it good and some things that were a bit rubbish, but overall it was a pretty good episode and I did enjoy watching it. I think we'll just go for a few of the standout factors of it. Captain Jack Harkness. Yes, very good. And of course this is going to go into details of what happens in the episode itself, so it's going to be lots of spoilers, so if you haven't watched the episode, go and do that now, and we're going to get straight into it now. So, yes, as I've said, Captain Jack Harkness was really good. His character was written really well, definitely one of the carrying factors of the entire episode. Same with the Daleks, honestly, they were written really well as well. They were really enjoyable. There was some good factors with both factions of Daleks as well, the Earth Daleks and the Skaro Daleks. Go into more detail with them later on, but that was really enjoyable. I found this was probably Jodie Whittaker's best episode of the Doctor. Still not on par with what we've had in the past, but it was better and it was bearable to watch for once, which is very nice. She had good chemistry with John Barrowman, to be honest, so Captain Jack and the Doctor seemed pretty good together, and with the fam as well. I think it's definitely their best episodes. It got to that point where I almost cared when Graham and Ryan left at the end, but I'll get into that later on. But yeah, overall, there's some really good things. Like Captain Jack and the Daleks were really good. There's some other things like the fam and the Doctor. They were pretty good. And there's people like Leo and the Prime Minister. Prime Minister I didn't care about. Glad she got shot. That sounds really bad, but I didn't mind that she got killed off because she didn't offer much. She could have been used in a bit more, but they just didn't. Jack Robertson was back, the person from Arachnids in the UK. He was rubbish in that episode. But you know what? He was pretty good. He was pretty good. He was a good character. He's kind of like this Donald Trump character kind of thing. And it worked quite well, to be honest, with the whole Dalek design and defence drones. A lot of the stuff was really good. So we're going to go into more detail about a few of the factors in a second. So we're going to go right from the beginning and have a little discussion. But before I get into my next point, I'd just like to say that this episode was kind of marketed as a Doctor Light episode, where Captain Jack Harkness would lead the fam against the Daleks, and that wasn't what we got, to be honest. Obviously, at the end of The Timeless Children, the Doctor was taken by the Jadoon into prison, and the first few sequences with prison were really good, to be honest. It showed the Doctor kind of not going insane, but she was just getting tired of it, and I think she'd been there for 19 years, I think she said in the end. Kind of on and on. So her performance was good in that, to be fair to her. And it was nice. There was some nice cameos from some of the older Doctor Who monsters, which was really nice. But I felt like there wasn't much really in it. It was good, what we got, but I felt as though there wasn't really any drama in it. It was just kind of, she was just in prison and it kind of happened. And then within the first 10-15 minutes, she was out of prison. So it kind of felt what really was the point of that. But the rescue from Captain Jack, it makes a lot of sense. And it was good, to be fair. The rescue was nice. I felt like I've said before, Captain Jack and the Doctor had good chemistry together, so that worked really nicely. And yeah, then that led on to Yaz that had been going a bit crazy trying to save the Doctor and all that in the other TARDIS. Obviously, it's been 10 months. The Doctor arrives. Yaz gets a bit mad. You can see there's different emotions from the characters. Obviously, it seems a bit random that Ryan's changed about not wanting to be the Doctor and stuff. But there has been 10 months, so, you can get by with that. Then we kind of get into the Dalek stuff. So beforehand, we'd had a look at these new defence drones after Resolution had gone through and they're using the technology. I haven't actually seen Resolution, so I can't really say if it leads on from it well, but from what I've heard, it seems like it takes Resolution continues. So I mean, I'll probably watch it at some point, but I have no urge to. But yes, take the Dalek design, and it actually seems they've been planning it. This character Leo, he clones a little tiny bit of Dalek DNA, and then in that warehouse place in Tokyo, not Tokyo, in Japan, it's really sinister, to be honest. There's loads of Daleks in boxes and stuff. It's really good, to be fair. So yeah, no, I really like the Daleks in this episode, because obviously making the shells, or the humans making the shells, they're kind of like human Daleks with different parts, like cloned DNA from an old Dalek, and it's really good. I did like that, and it's really sinister when Jack and Yaz go to Japan, and they start attacking them. They come out of the little boxes, start wrapping themselves around. It's really cool, to be fair. I wasn't sad when Leo died. He just a bit insignificant, even though he was the one that cloned the Daleks. I just, didn't really care for him. Hadn't been there long enough. But so then we had characters like the Prime Minister, who felt like like I said, they didn't really do much with. I didn't get attached to her. She seemed a bit annoying, and they killed her off quite quickly. So, I mean, what can I say? Kind of would be funny if that happened in real life and some Daleks went to 10 Downing Street. No, we're not going on that track. Okay, but Jack Robertson, no, he was really good. He was enjoyable in the episode. Kind of fit quite well in it. Was the right character to have in that role of the episode. So that was good. But yeah, then we can move on to the actual Dalek stuff itself. So the Daleks teleported themselves from the little boxes in Japan and went into all the defence drones that the government had sent out around the UK, and basically started killing people because they're the Daleks, and the Daleks are ruthless hatred machines. And then the Doctor's plan to stop them is a bit stupid, because basically she calls some bronze Daleks or some SAS Daleks and is like, oh, there's fake Daleks on Earth, go and kill them. And she's like, oh, it's fine, they don't want to kill the humans. They're Daleks, they will kill anything in their path. That makes no sense. I'm sorry, but a Dalek is going to kill a human. Like when Jack Robertson went to try and make a deal with them, they wanted to kill him because that's what the Daleks do. I don't see the Doctor's logic there, because it's like, I don't know. But what we got was still really cool, because the Daleks go down and they're on the suspension bridge and they start attacking each other because they're like, wow, these are impure Daleks. Daleks want purity. They want to be, like, the Skaro Daleks are the Daleks, and they won't have anything else. So it's pretty cool when they start attacking the Earth Daleks, and it's really cool. It's a shame we didn't get more of it, because it felt a bit rushed. It was like they had that little fight on the bridge, and then later on in the Dalek ship, they were like, this is the last one. And it's like, oh, well, that's cool. So they killed that. Yeah, I mean, then they blow up the ship, and the Doctor does this cool thing with that second TARDIS, and basically it disguises it as her own, and all the Daleks follow her into it, and then she like kind of materializes it into the void or something, and it like crumples up and they all die. I don't know why all the Daleks would go after her. I feel like there'd be some, but yeah, it was alright, the ending to them. I just felt like there wasn't enough of the Daleks. It felt a bit rushed. It's like, I really enjoyed the stuff with the Daleks, but then they went and I'm like, oh, I guess they're gone now. So, yeah, and then we kind of got onto this part where Ryan and Graham leave, and it's, I almost cared for them, but I mean, they weren't good enough characters from the start, so they've still got a nice, like, story arc. They start on the bike, they end on the bike. Bit with Grace in the Sunset's a bit weird, literally looked like the Teletubbies' son. It was a bit weird. Don't know if it needed to be there, but I mean, maybe it was because it wasn't planned originally. I don't know. It felt a bit rushed. There was quite a lot of things that felt rushed, and you could have made it longer. They could have made another episode. But on the whole, I did really enjoy it, to be honest. There are bits that, like, nitpicks, and it is a bit sloppy at times, but I think, like, the Daleks were really good on the whole. The characters themselves of the Daleks were written really well. Captain Jack was written really well. and the performance levels of like Jodie Whittaker have improved. It wasn't unbearable to watch, so that's good. That's good. And yeah, overall, I think after watching it, I rated it at something. I did say 7, but I was like, you know what, no, I enjoyed it a bit more. I said 7.63 or something like that. So yeah, about 7.5 rating. We'll just go for, you know, a proper figure. Or yeah, or if you want to round it up, it'll be 8. But I don't know if I'd give it an 8. But no, it was really good. I did enjoy it. It's not on the same level as some of the older Doctor Who episodes, but I really did have a feeling of Doctor Who in this one, and I really did enjoy it. So yeah, that's what I think of it. What do you think of it? Make sure to put it in the comments down below. And subscribe to the channel and like the video if you're new around here. Thank you for watching this video, everybody. And of course, more Doctor Who things will be in the future with the reveal of the new companion Dan at the end. So that'll be exciting for Series 13. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.